Meditation plus visualization is equal to manifestation. When you have understood this formula through your own experience, you have become a master. You have become a Jagat Guru. Only visualization without meditation will not manifest. The more you do meditation, the better your visualization will be, and the better your visualization, the better your manifestation will be. Visualization means the mind power. Meditation means soul power. Soul power plus mind power is equal to manifestation. Meditation is soul power. It's not mind's power. You have removed the mind, and you are with the soul. Soul is a chip of God. Meditation is God's power. Visualization is your power. The mind's power is equal to manifestation. We want to manifest. We are all creators. A creator means we must create something. It doesn't come to us. We have to create it from within. So that manifestation is a function of a creator. When you are able to manifest according to your wishes, then you understood that yes, you are a creator. Chandraji manifested this 40 days program for everybody. He committed himself for it. He said, I will do it. Then it has been done now. He wanted to manifest this whole program, 40 days program. Years of meditation he did. Then he visualized, I must do something. Meditation is God utilizing your own power, God's power as God. But visualization is using your mind power. Both are equally important. The soul power and the mind power is equal to manifestation. Whatever you want. This is a formula for everybody. Because everybody wants to manifest something. They want something in life. Abundance, newness, miracles, bliss, health, happiness are there for everybody. But it is specifically for those people who have done a lot of meditation and a lot of visualization.
Good morning and good evening, friends and masters. Welcome to the 16th day of nature program. Yesterday, we have been learning about how thoughts create reality. Today, we will be learning about manifestation sutras, 5 steps of manifestation science. With that, we welcome Chandra sir, and over to you, sir.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, wonderful evening. Let's see something. There are any number of stories corroborating to what Patriji was talking about in that video. The mind power and power of consciousness combined, then many things can be brought into life. Patrici's life has been an example of that. Many times we leave it as special capabilities, special, they are God's gift, golden spoon. That's why it's happening. Either there's golden spoon or we say God's gift. If that's not there, then we say God's gift. Because we're not ready to believe. But if you believe in something, and then believe that deeply through our faculties are our mind and our local mind and our greater mind. Local mind and the one mind. If we are everything from yesterday's talk, if we are the whole consciousness, if we are that quantum field, the whole field, we are one in it, so there's one mind. There's frequency. We are receiving constantly information, frequency. Mind is information, frequency. Thought is frequency, information. So if you believe strongly through one mind, through a local mind, it's like, a political party wins if the headquarters, central quarters, headquarters is also believing in it, and then local unit also believes and they align together, then generally they are moving forward. If that they believe one say you hear differently, then there's no coherence. You know this. Both are required of each other. For it to happen in the best possible way, of course, otherwise still can happen. Depends on who is strong influence equal to who has got that highest amount of energy. The one mind, we take the help of the one mind, it's much easy. Local mind is doing it. In a true sense, our one mind is saying, you go and explore, experiment, you are there. As a unit of me, a speck of me, observed by somebody, something observed by me, so you are here on the planet. Now you go and observe. Company which is headquartered is saying, okay, I'm creating a market, I'm creating a branch office here in Singapore. Now I'm nominating you as the head of that unit. Please go and then play the game. Bring best results. And we are always there to help you. But good leaders say, don't interfere with me, I will bring you results. And the game here in the field of quantum and the field of spirituality, the game is that the headquarters has said, yes, go and then play. It's your free will. Until the time you ask for help, you're not there. But if I want to ask for help, any kind will give you. Because I believe you as much capable as me. Because you are the field, I am the field. That power is given, and then yesterday we said, we are the field of infinite possibilities, and observation manifests possibility. And so then it is every possibility that you can think of, conceive of, dream of is there. And the only thing to do there is to observe on it. Not do negative observation on it, and then observe on it in a way that we want to experience in our life. Negative observation equal to fear, doubt, uncertainty. Doubt. Fear, doubt, uncertainty, disbelief. That's all they are. How is it possible? I don't think it's going to be happening. It's impossible. I don't know. So many things are going on. Will it really come through? Uncertainty. If this is the dialogue we have, and then we are manifesting a different reality than what we really want. Observation manifests possibility. There are any number of examples, dear friends. Pyramid Valley International Project is a great example in my own life. My company is a great example. Buddha Quantum Foundation, a great example. Now, doing these events, the meditation leader events, meditation leader conferences, a global conference, a regional conference. We're going to have a national conference of meditation leaders. These are result of this observation manifest possibilities. Yeah. We started at Pyramid Valley International, this beautiful center celebrating Buddha Purnima celebrations next week. Massive group meditations. It's a great place to be in for group meditation. We started with zero money, and a project requires multi-million dollars or crores of rupees. Zero money. Patriji's answer: intention matters, belief matters, dream matters, persistency matters. If you feel that you got the dream, go about dreaming. And then go about motivating people around you to have the same dream, then things will happen. And rightfully so. Persistence, that means not get balked by the time. That's not happening today. It's not happened 3 months. It's not happened 6 months. Can we be there? Can I figure this out? To just simply hang in there or be there without necessarily constantly having that inner chatter that things are not happening for me with time. And so then rightfully so, then it got manifested bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit. I had to wait for so many years for my company to be acquired. It was a very tough wait on many occasions where I would have called it off. My company acquisition, I would have called off on many occasions. I was that way. But if you are doing a practice right, meditation practice right, or satsang right, that means we are there. My laptop wants to switch off for whatever reason. If you're constantly there without giving up, if you believe strongly in something, and if you allow and then be open about that thing to come in, and then we are constantly there, patiently waiting, then it must show up. That's what happened to me after 13 years of waiting. Of course, doing things that you believe that you must do, will continue to do towards that goal to manifest. But first thing is to believe that, yes, this is happening, that we are on the path, that I believe that I would like to create this company to grow or get acquired, and then I should believe in it. and being open about it. Our means, many times there is the situation is really, really low, and still having the strength to understand that there is a field of infinite possibility. There are all kinds of challenges, but something is always happening. Anything can happen anytime. And so then I'm going to be waiting for it. And I'm allowing it to happen, open to possibility. And then waiting for it for however long, patience. We have to figure out to hang in there. If it is to feed us, if it is about taking care of employees, if it is about doing something in a way that they feel like they want to continue, we got to figure that out. That part we have to figure it out. But then it has got to be there. It will be there is my personal experience. We'll explore some of the concepts of, we call the 5 sutras. 5 sutras of manifestation. You can approach this whole process many ways, but the underlying thing is that your state of being, that means your belief about something. And if it is consistently there, then that's what coming into life. Since if I have a state of being and a consistent, and if I believed something here, then consistently it is there, and I keep projecting about my boss, about my colleague, or about my in-law in one way, and I consistently project it, not knowing about it. It is there, nobody is disturbing it. Then consistently we get the same experience from them, good or bad. Because we don't even know that we consistently have been echoing that thing to them about it. Oh, she's coming out now, so she's got to say something today again. This is how the belief goes. So the 5 sutras that are there to see that we become consistent about our belief without a doubt. And so there are many ways to direct our thought towards being consistent about what we are looking. And then, of course, there are principles that are making you give more energy, energize more. So this can encompass in 5 sutras. We'll learn them post-meditation. Relax yourself, dear friends. Relax your body. We are practicing breath, mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to rest our mind, be in an empty state of mind. Resting the mind is to go into as much as possible empty states of mind. We do this by simply observing our natural breath with our eyes closed. As you see in the picture, sit down on the floor or in the chair or a sofa, cross your feet at ankle if you're sitting in the chair, and then fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, comfortably rested. Take back support if necessary. Spine need not be erect. And then you're closing your eyes. If you're wearing spectacles, remove them. Posture, this is the posture. And the moment you do that, automatically we're already withdrawing. Automatically the thoughts are coming down. Significant. 80% of thought distractions are through eyes. And so eyes closed, many of them will start coming down. That itself has great benefit. Then we put our attention on our anywhere in the nose as a reference point, maybe at the middle of the eyebrows, maybe at the tip of the nose. Put your reference point, that has a reference point, your attention there, with your eyes closed, that is, and then observe your breath, that natural breath, going in and coming out. You observe the breath at anywhere in the nose as a reference point. Your natural breath, slowly, thoughts are coming down in the mind, and slowly, we start experiencing some kind of emptiness, blackness. Maybe we may experience, we may not experience. As you observe the breath, thoughts start coming down, mind is start becoming empty, and then we continue to observe the breath. At some point, we lose track of that we're observing the breath. That time we are into an empty state. A state that is either black, dark, totally empty of any objects, or a state where you may be experiencing yourself with some sensation, a state where you don't know where you are. You know that you're somewhere, not with the body, a state where you may be having some kind of a visions or stuff that you never thought that you would have that in your mind, but it's coming. They're all are called meditation experiences. Be with them. An involuntary experience that is happening to you without you actually doing it. Be in that state, observe it. But anytime, as you're observing the breath, as you're going to empty states or these meditative states, at any time, if you have thought, you know you're thinking, you know it is your thought, that's the time, start allow up, bring your attention back to the breath, and again observe the breath. And again, slowly, you'll go into the empty states, meditative states, and energy states. Be witness to them when you are there. When thoughts are there, come back to the breath. Called breath mindfulness meditation. We'll do maximum time in this. Before that, we're doing a process called heart elevation. Just follow my guidance for this, dear friends. We do it for a few minutes of heart elevation, which helps us to go into the deeper states of emptiness of the mind. Relax yourself, sit comfortably, your eyes closed. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands on your chest area. Rest your attention on your sacred heart. And with a slow, long, relaxing breath, feel your sacred heart. With your hands on your chest area, with your attention on your beautiful heart, with a slow, long, relaxing breath, feel the center of all emotions. Connect with your heart center. Love it, dear friends. Breathe life into you. Recollect an experience from your past, from your present, or from your vision of the future, of higher love, gratitude, compassion, kindness. Recollect an experience of love, joy, gratitude, compassion, and relive that moment. Feel that emotion. live a moment of love, gratitude, compassion, and feel that energy, and allow yourself to direct that energy onto everything and everybody. To help them heal, to help them see the truth, to help them become a greater version of themselves. Where your attention goes, there the energy flows. Feel it. Compassion, kindness, appreciation are all the ways to become coherent with all things and everybody, to create, to experience life. Feel it, dear friends. Relive that moment and radiate that energy. Your intention carries that energy. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. We are going into powerful group meditation. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience emptiness. When you observe your breath, the mind is becoming empty. As your mind is becoming empty, all that energy is channelized into the present moment. We allow our body to function at its natural best. yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience the emptiness where there's no body, where there's no thing. All emptiness is energy. The quantum energy field of limitless possibilities. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness, that energy, the field of unknown, the more experiences you draw into your life. emptiness, that flatness, this field of energy, the more you are with it, the more open you become. Friends, at this time, I'd like you to express gratitude. Gratitude to all things and everybody. Can you express gratitude to your parents for giving you this beautiful connection to this quantum field? Your deep gratitude to your teachers and mentors for expanding your knowledge and wisdom. Express gratitude to everybody in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, partners, relatives, for helping you experience so many things. Experiences wisdom. Be grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, for filling your life with beauty, energy, mystery, and more. Gratitude to everything you use, the technology, the system, the companies, the governments that support your life in many, many ways. Gratitude to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others, and to this intelligent quantum field for helping you experience this beautiful life. Gratitude is the ultimate of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then you may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. Beyond a point, the music must become secondary. Guidance would not matter at all. If it's there, we use it. If it's not there, we are happily still meditating. In practice, everything comes, dear friends. Our practice comprises of constantly learning, reiterating to ourselves the same concepts over and over and over. So that it comes into doing state at some point to being state at later point. But it must be constantly, we have the practice comprises not just meditation, constant learning, relearning, learning, relearning, repeating. Constant interaction with other people who are, how are they keeping, staying themselves inspired, staying inspired with themselves with this process. By interaction, we get to know. By interaction, we get to know practical application, how they are implementing. Otherwise, our world becomes so small. In this so small world, we've got so many assumptions and everything shows up as a problem. When problems are there, then we repeat thinking about it over and over, so we create more of it, and so we can never come out of it. So that's why we constantly encourage them. Stay in touch with your meditation friends. Talk to them, actively ask them, share your experience, and then regularly read. Even if you have heard about manifestation principles 10 times, go back and listen to it again. Read different masters' books to reinforce the concept. Then it sticks into the subconscious slowly over a period of time. Let me share a few slides about the concept of the principles for manifestation. Many Buddha series are using these principles worldwide for various things. If you are patiently there are people who thought they are fully separate, but they come back together. They thought it is finished because there is some way some ego self-playing, but they came back together. And of multiple things. Multiple situations of this. People who had many real estate challenges, they thought these would not resolve, but they resolve over a period of time. With with focus, we are there on it. Of course, promotions, starting non-profits, being able to go into doing their own businesses, attracting partners. Of course, health is the first thing that people are able to create. Everything is there. It's not just about material creation. It's about anything to everything. We are here dreaming about a meditative world. Millions of Buddha Seva leadership taking meditation to the communities. We dream about it. Is that material? Maybe material for some, but it is a cause. Somebody is dreaming of building a beautiful meditation hall. Somebody is building of making conscious efforts to create awareness about environment. Everything can be brought into the purview of manifestation because we are the co-creator. Our thoughts create reality. It's up to us what we want to create. And so let me put up this few charts around this. Right, so let's go through this. 5 sutras of manifestation. "16 days." It's wonderful. So one aspect that we saw yesterday, just to recap, in the earlier session, everything we experience is called a physical event or experience is a combination of various subatomic particles when you observe together will become into reality. Various subatomic particles is equal to, you replace that with some people, some places, some things. They're all there in your experience. Every experience that you're seeking to have has people, places, things in it. Either yourself or somebody, either this place where you are or some other place, either your houses or any of those things are hills and stuff, either stuff out there. So if we can recognize one aspect, that it is about experience, wanting to experience something, if we can recognize that we are looking to experience, an event is that is happening, all events are people, places, things together with certain level of thought and emotion included in it, and so it's an experience. And so if we stay focused that what we are creating is always experiences, not things. Now you try to create things, but if you create an experience out of that thing and that person, then this is where your manifestation is complete. You have clarity to seek experience versus things. But all of them are life events. That's why I call them life experiences. And they all are coming together through observation, and meditation develops that kind of focus and open mind to put our attention onto it. Now, what are the ways to do it? We call that 5 sutras. The first one is to be in that single point focused person, one point mindedness. Develop this one point mindedness that we are, and we'll come to it what that means. Common sense. If you are focused on something, it's going to happen. Not many things, some things, few things. One point mindedness is narrow down to what you're looking to experience. Openness. Become very, very open about what you're looking to experience without closing the possibilities. Openness is that even though you may be applying for an admission and post the date, there is a possibility that the date is extended, as being that highly open. Even though you're applying or trying to buy tickets in the last minute, there's a possibility that you can still get a good deal. A lot of times we close the doors right in the beginning and say, it's impossible. There's no way I'm going to get tickets. And then you go with that approach. That means you close the doors. Openness means allowing something to happen into your life. Everybody told me this is impossible to heal. Now I've been working on it for 20 years. So set goals and visualize your future. Visualization that Patriji was talking about today in the beginning of the program video. Limiting beliefs. There are a lot of limiting beliefs that are always taking our sending signals in the opposite direction of what we want. You want to become rich, the limiting belief is telling I'm unlucky, so it's not possible. So we send an opposing signal saying I'm always unlucky. I don't think I'm going to make it this time too. Limiting belief. Don't realize it is there inside. We think it's a fact. So it's sending a signal in the opposite direction. Now, what's all of this? All the sutras are moving in the direction of what we are looking to have, and then putting our attention on it. So being focused, being open. Not openness means that we are limited by many things that we think this is not possible, because the day to day we see so many things happening around us. It's not possible. I have busy life, I don't have time. Not possible. We're not open. Visualizing is a way to increase your energy, attention towards something you want. Limiting beliefs, looking at all those things that are sending a negative signal, opposing signal, and neutralizing them, removing them, and then accepting what is happening today into our life and expressing gratitude. Gratitude is an acceptance of putting us into a high vibration, higher frequency field. into elevated states, drops resistance to experience that we're having, a drop resistance to challenge that we're going through, which makes us believe that our goal is impossible to be met because the challenge is then stopping us. And so we start seeing a question that goal itself. So again, that moves us into a negative, moves us away from the goal. So 5 sutras that seem to work. First one, developing one-point mindedness. In the scope of it is not just about concentration, it's not just about focus on something. This is way beyond. The idea is to being able to be focused on something means that you are, first of all, great health. I know entrepreneurs, of course, they have so much dream to grow their business, but suddenly something happens, health is, you have something very unexpected happening to you, very unexpected. It is, you see it all the time. And so then what happens? We slowly move away from our dream. We cannot focus on our dream, on that company to grow, because right now the body itself is not cooperating. What are we talking about our business? All our attention has come into how to get our health. And then in there, we are rational minded, or I don't know what's happening, it's impossible. This is like some weird thing. Doctors are not able to diagnose, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know where I'll get healed. So we are in that aware about it. It's causing day-to-day irritation, it's causing significant day-to-day challenges because the way we think about arguments, we think about small things that people tell us, and then so we give big importance. Again, it's all based on thought. And then how we move away from our larger and dreams and goals, because you don't have health, so sadly our attention has gone somewhere else. You're trying to start a business, or no, you're trying to go somewhere, you're traveling, world travel, you start planning, and then some country says, you got to do these 5 things. Some country says vaccination, some country says, all these special guides and rules. Now you give up and say, oh my God, so many things are there. I can't do all of this. I can't learn. There's no learning. We feel like it's too much to learn. It's too much to take. Whenever we're resisting, too many rules, too many things, that means our brain is not learning. That's where the resistance is coming. This interest is there because the brain is not able to learn. There is neurorigidity in the brain, too stressful mind. And so then that is also not supporting. The mental mind powers means ability to learn things, relearn, learn skills. They all are important to be able to do greater things in life or realize larger dreams. So, and then well-being, developing strong mind, not letting mind go into rumination. Suppose, you're taking a great decision, business decision, I don't know, decision, personal decision to relocate. And you relocate, and then a few things happen. Not necessarily great things will happen. So now you start thinking and thinking and thinking, and the mind is weak. So did I do wrong? What did I do here? How come it is so poor? I mean, so many things are happening. And so now suddenly your attention has gone away from your project or your goal. Not having strong mind, painful mind. And emotions, this is obvious. If we are swayed away by others' words, if we are swayed away by a poor decision we made by just constantly criticizing and then for not coming out of that emotional state, or somebody said something to you, then you are there. Now suddenly your project is taken a back seat. Low or high? We emotionally get carried away. Okay, family is coming, somebody is doing this. Oh, people did something to me, so we get carried away and then we forget our things and we continually go and then do their thing. Both sides are there, but all of these, dear friends, means that we are not focused towards our goals. We are straying away from what we want. This requires a regular meditation practice, regular regime of a few things. This is a fundamental state of being. Of day to day, how we live our life must be that if we want to focus towards what we want, then all of these are necessary. My PQ, my IQ, my EQ, these three are fundamental basis for we to start looking at creating greater things, right? So that's the first thing, dear friends, is that we say regular meditation, regular meditation. Many successful leaders have emphasized that always you study, and then they always say something. Yeah, you get up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock and I have a strict body regime. They're doing something, strict walking, strict this. They've said physical fitness is so important. Some of them are doing mindfulness practices, but many of them are doing physical exercise and yoga and all that from fitness perspective. Meditation is helping all bodies to heal. It increases emotional intelligence, it increases physical vitality, energy, and then stronger mind. So many things happen for the same amount of time you put. If I don't have time, if I have 30 minutes, use it for meditation. See, experiment for yourself. When it's healing 5 things, watch the 30 minutes for taking care of one part of the body. The 5 bodies all are taken care of meditation. Try it out. If there's no time, if you have extra time beyond the meditation time, use it for other things that you feel good about. Like strengthening your mind, maybe some mind exercises, brain gym it's called, or of course physical body, then having physical fitness regime if you want to do. All of those are there. But meditation is absolutely giving all faculties are getting developed. So where time is a challenge, experiment to replace rather than being very rigid about things, and so then it can help. Number 2, openness to possibilities. A word here, many a times we say the concept of science, the concept of people around, we got to question everything that we have. Because science is also evolving. So we got to question everything. Haters of this, is it necessary? Science is evolving. Our neurons were not growing before, but they're growing now. Science is saying everything. Today, if it is not telling that your thoughts create reality, it's got to be telling at some point in future because it's this ancient wisdom. Now, quantum physics talking about this in some way. Some people don't want to accept. So then they're saying this is not possible because they're just stuck with the old self, not being open. We become more open to question everything that is being told by us through our medical fraternity, our scientific fraternity, our educational fraternity, or anybody. Being open to say, okay, what's going to happen? Let me try. What will I do if I try? No, this expert told me this is how it's going to be. It's not going to be possible. Are you kidding me? What are you trying to tell me? If this is what the expert is saying, I say, I'm not going to differ. The expert told me it's not possible. Then that's not being open about it. Time and again, if there are so many books are there written on this whole manifestation of health and this and that, then why would we not wanting to look at that a little bit when they have been writing book after book after book depicting so many experiences, not being open. So the idea of the second step, dear friends, is that are you willing to allow to flow a new experience into your life? You want promotion? There are 3 other people in front of me. They are more favorites of my managers, and then they are really good. And so I don't think I stand a chance. We conclude right there. And so then We apply, but then we apply with total disinterest, with this kind of state of being. So what do we get? How can we get? Because we don't allow. It's not possible for me to get. We don't allow. That's not being open. Openness means that so what? So what? There are three people out there. They perhaps are now far talented than me in the eyes of the thing today, in the eyes of the company or the unit today. But I'm going to be applying to see what happens, because in the quantum field, that possibility exists. Can you definitely say that you cannot get a promotion? Who knows? The three people you thought may be resigning in the next moment. So who is given? Then you should be given. That's a possibility. Three other positions are created, so that's a possibility. Company acquires another company, so suddenly many things open up. That's a possibility. New initiative taken, so many ways new possibilities come if we are open about. So many ways things, that possibility of what you're seeking can happen if you're open about it. We are concluding all the time based on what we see around us and say why something is not possible. So our attention is on why something is not possible, and so it's not possible. Right. Where it happens, then we put something fluke and luck. The cricket matches played. Let's say if Bangladesh, we thought, just too small a team, they suddenly win over South Africa and say, oh, there's some luck, some random thing happened today. Very, very scientific words that we speak. We talk about very scientific, but then these are the words we speak. It's random, it's luck. Wherever we could not explain, we're using the word random and luck. Think about it for a moment. Wherever we cannot explain, we use the word random and luck and then get through it. But spiritual science, the science of meditation, has got beautiful understanding. If you go deep into it, you've got answer and explanation for everything in a way that you can verify it. They're all very, very verifiable. How do you verify? Sit down into meditation and then apply and play with your thought and then see what happens. Two beautiful things are there. More and more meditation, and then constantly evolving in our thought process. Developing the mind, it's called. Constantly develop the mind by reading and then listening, all of that, and then doing regular meditation. Two beautiful ways you can verify everything, whether it is a past life thing, whether it is creating a great outcome for yourself, whether simply applying a change thought to see that somebody who thought never will change changes and the response the way you want them to. They all are verifiable. I had when we went into IBM, we had a German boss heading like the highest level of one of the top units, business units, $30+ billion revenue unit. And so the conversation between me and Lawrence, our co-founder, as soon as I came in, I went, and she had been there a long time before. And my company got acquired, so I went into IBM through that process. And so then I've said, Lawrence, this is our opportunity to introduce meditation to the leadership. She's a general manager heading a $1 billion, multi-billion unit. So then she's, of course, got empowered. I'm also handling a business as a VP, which is quite powerful enough. So I said, we've got an opportunity to come together and then promote meditation and see that everybody takes it and then open about it. Of course, at the beginning stage, then in the conversation, then she mentioned that maybe, we can do to everybody that may not be to this German boss. They're not going to take it. Very serious about it. But exactly 2 years later, in one of his annual meetings, exactly 2 years at his annual meeting, he was telling on the stage that we have 7 o'clock both the days, meditation is there. Please go and attend all his direct 150 hour plus whatever direct and indirect report is. Senior people. He was telling that go and then attend the meditations there at 7 o'clock. We have mindfulness. It's possible. If I believe, I've said there is nothing like this, Lawrence, and everything is going to happen if we just start believing. But again, we develop that openness over a period of time. But manifestation is saying that be open to the possibilities of things to happen. The third thing we are saying is visualizing. Visualizing is to give energy to that goal. So this is a beautiful process. Virat Kohli, hope some of you know Virat Kohli. Search and then say Virat Kohli and then practice a Virat Kohli visualization and get some videos. Many sportsmen, many successful people. What's her name? Freda Pinto. She's got an Oscar award, there, and Jim Carrey, and then many people now. I'm sure people are not speaking here. Many movie stars or anyone use this technique called visualization. Leaders all the time use the visualization to visualize the future as if you're already living that future. That means if you have clarity of what you want to experience in life, then you visualize that as if it's happening to you. So then you are living a future. It's all about creating an energy world first. A thought world, creating an energy template of what we are imagining that future to be. In a future where, let's say, you're living in the United States, and then a future where in that you are living somewhere there, and then you are doing a great amount of community work of empowering many entrepreneurs with your special skills that you have. You're training them, you're meeting them, they're all coming together, you're giving coaching, and you're imagining, and then you're going into conferences talking about it, maybe getting recognition about it. Maybe all these entrepreneurs who are successful coming back and then giving you the deep gratitude in some beautiful ways. If all of those are clarities that you imagine and visualize as if they're all happening for you today, then you're constructing that energy template. That thing, observation manifests possibility. So that thing must come into your reality. When you have clarity, you visualize the future as if it's happening. A lot of times manifestation doesn't happen because we don't have clarity. So we don't know what we expect. We say, yeah, my friend has gone into United States, settled. I will also go and settle. For what? Then you keep struggling, trying to get one job or the other, visa doesn't happen, this doesn't happen. Instead, if you have a purpose of why you're going, those who have a purpose of why they're going, you say, it's okay. Purpose can be earning money. Purpose can be, being very satisfied and applying your talent towards something. It doesn't have to be constantly always, take care of people all the time. First, take care of ourselves. Be very happy in ourselves. That itself can be a great purpose. Experiencing life, learning and enjoying is the greatest purpose. Enjoying and being happy in life and then learning constantly so that we bring newer experience. That's all. That can be the grossest level. That's a purpose for everybody. Learning must be there. We stop learning. When is the last that we read books again? After college is over, the first we were waiting to leave the books. We left the books. Many exceptions are always there. Great compliments to them who kept reading and reading. If we have clarity, dear friends, why do we need what I need? If that question we ask ourselves, why am I requiring a new house? Why do I need one more that thing? I don't know. Why do I need to travel there? Why do I need to have this partner with me? What is that motivation for me? Do you have clarity? This must be developed, because if we don't, we can, by hook or crook, manifest by putting a lot of energy towards it, and then only to realize in the next few days to weeks that is of no use at all for us. You've seen it. We want that car or whatever, that we get it, and 1 week later, you don't even care for it much because that's over. It's not anymore giving us joy, pleasure, because it's not something that you could experience with, because you didn't have clarity of why you want it. But on the other hand, some people who are like, they really want to have the driving and then going around for long distances and experiencing it, open top, closed top, all that they feel. You do it, then you are sustaining their happiness. Visualizing your future means you're having clarity and then being very passionate about it, meaning you care for it, you are motivated about, inspired to experience it every day. You're looking forward to that. We are dreamers at Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation, under all our hundreds of volunteers, to dream of a great world where everybody is allowing other person to experience their life. That's what we are doing. We want meditation to go to everyone, open up the minds, think greatly, and then be unlimited, while very, very compassionate and empathetic about others. I want to say that all animals, of course, are taken care beautifully. That's our dream. I used to wonder when Patriji used to constantly talk about this thing, about his dream. He had so much clarity that every person on the earth is becoming a meditator. Everyone is becoming a vegetarian. There will be thousands and thousands of pyramids everywhere. He had the clarity. He would talk about it, and I'm sure he dreamt about it every now and then because he kept talking about it all the time. I used to wonder, what is this? But then today, millions of people, the PMC channels have combined reach of more than 10 crores of households. That means sooner or later, people are going to take that much of meditation. Not many people take meditation. So the fourth thing, dear friends, is reprogramming limiting beliefs. Being focused means that it gives us the ability to put attention. One point mindedness is attention towards what we want. Openness, we're not blocking in a negative way. So openness means we don't block things. So that means we're allowing things to happen. Visualization towards the direction of the goal, we are applying our thought. Now, limiting belief reprogramming means removing the limiting belief is what? Again, removing the negative thought towards our goal. So openness and beliefs are both removing negative thoughts about our goals. So all the limitations that we have, people told me it's not possible. I've tried for 5 years, it never worked, it's not going to work. Oh, my family members are never going to change. Come on, you can try, it's not going to happen. That's our limiting beliefs that we set in ourselves. I don't have the skill, my company won't allow me. We just put everything as a limitation. We make assumptions. Chennai, whether it's too sultry and too bad. If you always have that thought, you go in there, always can experience. But if you change that and say, every weather is beautiful for me to experience. We've created different weathers give different experiences. We are open about it. You go there, you'll appropriately be pleasantly surprised to see what experience you have there. Hot summer may be there, but you may not be ever feeling that hot summer. Only if you think about, this is too hot, too sultry, too this. Try it out. See what happens. Many a times we go, no matter what the place is, that the weather is never upsetting because you have a different meaning about the weather. Yet, half the time, discussion points is, oh, how is the weather? Or too much rain is going to be there, too much snow is going to be there, too much heat is going to be there. Half the time spent in saying how bad the weather is. And so then so much as that is experience we continue to create. Focusing on what I want, do we ever do about a weather discussion? We don't. We always look at what we don't want in the discussion. Of course, some days, hey, tomorrow is going to be greatly sunny. On a day, you'll have good experience when you have sunny day. But sun is only one aspect of the all four seasons or many seasons. It's our creation. If some people can like winter weather, why can't I like? That's how we look at it. Some like hot weather, why can't I like? Because that means fundamentally it's capable for us. We just are stuck with one side, called limiting belief. So we need to examine, dear friends, what limiting beliefs are there inside me about everything the weather, the stock market, the politics, my family, my personal situation, my skill, my ability to speak, all of them, my body's health, there are all so many limiting beliefs are there. We have to examine, and then from roots, we have to remove one by one. And meditation is a way to examine them deeply, because these are deep subconscious programs falsified as truths that they're living. So it's difficult to even identify them, right? A big company will not grow. What are you saying that big company cannot grow at big speed? How is it possible? My company is just impossible. My company has just so much of red tapeism and politics, impossible to grow. And this is if somebody says, can you plan 20%? They look at you, say, no, you are nuts. Because you're not even open about it. Only if you allow, and that belief is so strongly there, you're not ready to even think different, because we feel it's like a truth. It's like disturbing the truth. It disturbs us. When you question the truth, we get disturbed, isn't it? So now this is a falsified truth sitting there. Who said big companies cannot grow? Have you done research? How many companies are growing bigger, but then the many companies are there as examples growing? We say something lucky is happening for them. Everything came together for them, it's all happening. Thoughts create reality. We can bring everything together. The last thing, dear friends, is that expressing gratitude and accepting. Our today is based on whatever we're experiencing right now, is based on our yesterday. So if my health today, for example, I start manifesting, imagining, but my health seemed to be for the next 10 days, 20 days, it still seemed to be going down for 30 days, 90 days. I'm visualizing that I'm going into a future doing great things, but it's not happened. But recognize that this is happening because for years you've been thinking that it's not going to work. Your health will be like this. So all of that is there, set in motion. That energy and motion is their emotion is going on. The past emotion about how you felt about your health in a negative way is going on. And so it's going to continue to go, probably look to go down the hill, but at some point it's going to turn around, where your current thought or present thought about future is going to kick in at some point to start countering with enough energy, and then it'll turn around. A classic case, is that, a business is going down, a new CEO and then new management brought in. They're trying to make changes, with positivity and hope, optimism, and then trying to inspire. But the losses will continue for another 2 quarters, right? It keeps going down, but somewhere there's a turnaround. So that's exactly what we're saying. Accept your present experience as based on the past. Figure it out and say, my future is going to change because I understood the concept. So that acceptance helps you to be not resisting, to not get carried away with the same pressure, same challenge, and then go back to the old self. You don't think about, oh my God, my health is still bad. I don't think this is also working. You got to give it enough time. You got to be there, recognizing that if I do certain things right, things will happen. A good leader, a person who understands the concept is allowing themselves with adequate time. In the field of quantum, there's no time. You got to give yourself all the time. They're always happening. It's just that the time is stopped. So number one, accepting current experience. Number two, expressing gratitude is a great way to move into that zone of acceptance easily. Always finding little thing to big thing. If nothing is there, be happy we're breathing. I know it's fundamental. So many people can't even breathe. I'm failing interviews. So many people don't have even a chance to apply for an interview. Be grateful. Many ways you look at dear friends, it gets to very, very basic, right? I'm thinking of a dream. Many people don't have the ability to even dream because they didn't get education, they didn't get this knowledge. You at least have the ability to dream. That means you have the possibility to create it. Others don't have it. So how many ways you can be grateful for? Innumerable ways. We find lack constantly because we feel that something is still missing. But what happens to so many millions who are dying of hunger every day? start from there, then we can start seeing how grateful I am. How grateful each and every one of us are. So we want to put gratitude. We are moving away from resistance of things that are not happening. Then we are coherent in the field. And so then we can come back to focus on our goals. So this is the 5 sutras, dear friends, of manifestation. We do a 2-day program on this. Of course, we're going to cover some principles as master classes along the way. But we do a 2-day program, and I really encourage online. I'm doing we're doing a 3-day, 5-session program in June, first week or so, as soon as this 40-day program ends. Anybody who's serious about manifestation want to register for the program. Little investments here, there, but great empowerment can happen, right? So come just recapping the 5 sutras of manifestation, being focused, regular meditation. Focus is not just about concentration, it's about health, it's vitality, energy, emotional intelligence, regulation, all of that. Being open, so allow experience to happen to you. We just don't allow it. We just don't be closed doors. Don't close the doors on things. However remote that possibility can appear to be, just be open about it. What do you lose by staying open? Nothing. Why do you want to close it? Anyway, it's not going to happen. Just go. If you want to try, you go and try. It's not going to be anyway going to happen. Why do you want to say that word? Anyway, it's not going to happen, but you try. Use these words. Be mindful of those words, right? That means we have that belief somewhere that we're not open. Third, visualize the future. Fourth, limiting beliefs are there. This is the main thing that blocks manifestations. First, it is the other 4. As soon as we cross the 4, then the rest of the life we keep working on the limiting beliefs because they keep getting formed all the time. And so the limiting beliefs are limitations, limiting ourselves from things happening. So we just keep removing. Right. Sleep, 8 hours sleep, not there. So next day we say, we may have big meeting, but we ourselves are jeopardizing that and saying, oh, I didn't sleep well, my day is going to be really bad. I don't think I performed well today. And so the big meeting will go for a toss. Sleep is a limiting belief of 8 hours. We don't have to limit, okay, you want to sleep 8 hours, but don't limit with the condition saying that, oh, because I didn't sleep, my day is going to be bad. So that's the thing that we got to be careful about, be aware of. Accepting and expressing gratitude is a great way to be removing all the resistance, and so that it allows us back into dreaming positively about what we want. Thank you very much for joining, friends. Of course, recordings are there for those many, I think, left. That's fine. That's fine. So yes, who's Nagendra?
Yes.
Yes.
So today we have one announcement to save the Buddha Siva Quantum Foundation number. You will exclusively receive wisdom sharing from Buddha Siva sessions and important program updates, maintaining a focused and uninterrupted flow of information. Please save the foundation number. I have posted on the chat. Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a wonderful day.
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
Okay. Yes, Nagendra.
Yes, sir. Nidhi madam, could you please unmute?
Hello. Thank you, sir. Sir, I have a basic question about observation. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, yesterday also you mentioned, and today also you mentioned about, observation creates reality. So when we put our thought to it, is when we are able to actually convert it into matter. I'm not fully grasping how by putting attention we can, convert it into reality.
Mm. Madam, what should I say? Have you read the book, You're the Placebo?
Almost read. Last
Okay.
few chapters.
Now there are many events quoted that what you believe is becoming true in many ways. Does it give you enough idea to say that if you can put your attention, it'll happen?
Yes, I believe that it is happening. I'm just trying to
Then,
understand the science behind it.
okay,
So,
the science. Okay, so for that, then what I suggest you is to go back and listen to or watch that video 10 times. I want you to do some homework and then I'll answer a question afterwards.
course,
Because
of
it's
course.
just science. You just have to learn, put more time to learn the science. So then if you're curious about it, then read Joe Dispenza's books in the You Are the Placebo. There is a chapter towards somewhere there is talking about this whole quantum physics and how events collapse. There is some explanation is given. Read that part.
Okay.
Listen to this, watch this video over and over and over again. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Watch that video again, few times more. And if you don't understand some word, like the wave, if you don't understand some words about
I understood those words.
then what part then, if you understood everything, then what part that you
Yeah,
didn't understand?
because see, in that video, it was saying that, when that observer was there, then it worked like a marble. But when it was removed, it worked like a wave. So that part is, that's the only part which is confusing me. Otherwise, everything was clear. Yes, sir.
Because a conscious observer like us who is expecting it to be there as particle, just like in the placebo, what you believe is coming true, what this notice in the experiment is that when somebody, an observer like you and me, are expecting that, okay, I'm sending the particles, I would like to go this to be this way, then it is showing up there. That's all it means. Our observer means our intention, conscious observer intention is there on it. My intention is, hey, I'm sending a particle, so I would like to, a particle must be a direction of this nature, so it must go like this. My intention is there on it. That's called observation. The experimenter is a conscious observer is intending that it is a particle going to behave like a particle, and so that is influencing what it to show up. That's what it means. That's why it's that's influencing it showing up. Now, why it happens? How is an energy to matter getting converted? That is no one knows. That's the secret sauce of this quantum field. Quantum field or physics is only saying when somebody observes that energy becomes matter. Why? We haven't figured this out. Why an energy turns into matter, we haven't figured out. But what we have figured out is that if there's an observer observing something to be seen as some certain way, and it is coming that way. That is what we've seen through these experiments. That's what we, of course, do through all these placebo effects and this and that. If the question is why the energy to matter, I don't have an answer. There's no one has an answer for it. all right? Set up that. That's the intelligence of this universe or the field, which is why we say it's intelligent. Now, the question is, I'm still not getting that conscious observer. The experimenter, in this case, takes them as a conscious observer, expecting that this should be a particle.
Mhm.
Call me later, madam.
I will. I will.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Uh, yes, sir. What's your name? Could you please unmute?
Thank you so much. So, Chandra sir, I have this question about the example that you have given with regards to creating Buddha CEO as well as your organization, right? What could have taken that long? Like, I'm sure you would have followed all the 5 sutras that you mentioned. You had the best intentions in heart to create Buddha CEO. Like, you would have had open pointed like mindfulness, and what else? Like, you would have surely not had any limiting beliefs and everything, but still it took a bit time, right? When you had the best intentions to create something good for the world, then why do you think the universe will delay your manifestations sometimes?
There's manifesting everybody's intentions too.
Can
It's
you elaborate
manifesting,
more on that?
it is obvious to manifest everybody's intentions as much as mine, as much as Nagendra or any of us, all of us. And do we know that this is too long? We have the notion of time, and we think time is all defining everything. But time is an illusion, does not even exist. In the sense that everything is happening beyond the speed of light, space in the energy world, and here time is there in the physical world, so we think everything is defined through time. How does it matter for me whether it happens 5 years later, 10 years later? Do I know that because it took 5 years, it is any lesser? How do I know? How can I measure what impact that we are causing? What basis are we saying that it is 100,000 people? Is that all that we created? Or don't we know that there could probably be 1 million, 2 million, 10 million people already changed in the energy field? There's no way we can ever measure any energy work, quantifying that any energy work. Okay, it's impossible to measure. The PSS movement's work was one thing until 2016, Patriji's work. Or 2017, when PMC channel started. Now, there's another thing suddenly post that. Or can we say that everything happened in the last 2 years? Impossible. There's no way. It is all culmination of so many things that are changing in the field of energy. A simple explanation is that a artist drawing a picture that takes 7 days to draw the picture, and you don't even see anything around beautifully for, let's say, first 3 days. But they're drawing, they know it, you don't know, and I don't know what is the drawing and what is going to come out of it. But suddenly this starts coming out a beautiful face, something else, so a beautiful lake, and this, that, they all show up. It's like that.
So in case of artists, actually, let's say they got the idea just last week, and it's evolving, that kind of makes sense to me. But when it comes to the example of Buddha CEO, I'm still trying to see, like, because if only PSSM would have happened like a generation ago, let's say, for example, then the world would have been much more different by now already, right? So if it would have happened sooner, then we would have positive results much sooner. So why wouldn't universe support manifesting all these sooner when you have the positive intentions and the best intentions?
Madam, please meditate more to get your answer to explain answer. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
Beyond it is logically not comprehensible. You will get your answer. But the answer to your question is why not? For every way there is a why not. Why not? Tell me, give me why not. Give me one reason why not. Because you feel the world is imperfect. That's a problem. You feel world is imperfect. What did Bhagavad Krishna said? Everything is a leela, it's a play. You think it's imperfect. It's just a play. So where is imperfection? Bahubali movie is imperfect?
No.
It's all play, madam. So once you look at it as a play, then you don't even think of time. Everything is just happening.
Yes, it makes sense now that you say it's like actually it's like a virtual reality game. Life is like a virtual reality game. So it totally makes sense in that way. Yes. And the answers that I got in meditation is basically everything has its own time. Meaning, when it is bound to happen, it will happen. Whatever changes that you want in the world, they will happen when it is bound to happen. It's all written, pre-written. That's how I perceive right now.
You are the creator, though. You co-create. There is a default creation, co-creation, or deliberate creation. Up to us to play the game the way we want it. Right? I can be the lead in a match and I can continue to navigate like Diego Maradona and then make things happen, or I'll simply wait for the ball to come and then do it. Up to us. What kind of play you want to play? Maradona always took care of the ball, control of the ball, and then he went around and then he actually made the goal. Some people will say, I'm going to play my position, I'm going to wait, and when it comes to me, I'll play. Default creation. Deliberate creation, I'm going to take it into me and then do it. We do always both. It's a limiting notion to say that things will come to me at the right time, I'm going to do it. But as much as that is true, that we are also playing actively. Both are there, up to us. We are for co-creation, active play.
Well
If
said. Thank you so much.
if consciousness is actually playing, you think, and so then we are consciousness, we are representative of it, so we do the active play, not passive play. What do you think?
Yes. Now I'm able to connect a lot of dots. Thank you for that.
Yashaswini, could you please unmute?
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
I have a question with respect to meditation. I am analyzing my meditation. I just got to know that. Now my question is, when I know that I'm analyzing, should I go back to my breath again, or should I go back to those vibrations which I am going through?
When you have vibrations or anything that's involuntarily happening to you, you witness them, observe them. You don't go to breath at that point.
Okay, but I will be thinking or analyzing them. Okay, it is going.
If you're analyzing, then you go back to breath. If you're observing them, be there. But you're analyzing, oh, this is becoming intense now. Oh, is it going to do something to me? Then your analysis, then go to breath.
Then I will lose those vibrations. Is it fine?
What to do? But you're already in thought. So we train ourselves to not analyze. Over a period of time, it will come to you that, okay, something is happening. Okay, so let me observe it. This movie is becoming interesting, so let me observe it. But if you start analyzing, you'll miss there are so many scenes in the movie, isn't it? So that's why we're training ourselves.
And one more question is, we know that we have many limiting beliefs that we have inbuilt. So through meditation, we can come over. That is one option. Is there any other ways we can come over it?
Come over what?
Limiting beliefs about our own self. Yeah.
Limiting beliefs are just by being with people who have crossed over, you will learn a lot. That's why this comes back to whether limiting beliefs are overcome by three things: meditation, regular reading of higher knowledge. Reading means reading and satsang. These two come together. We got to keep learning. Being with people and then affirming success beliefs and empowering beliefs for yourself. The limiting belief is there. How do you overcome? You continue to affirm. Every day morning you wake up and then in the bed you have these three things. I am healthy. My body is greatly cooperating. I work on a health challenge and you believe that is not possible. right? My finances are great and I'm doing everything that I wanted to do. If there is a financial limiting belief for the family as a whole, my finances are great. So you do these affirmations, right, early in the morning because you are in alpha state. Do it. That's another way. The problem is you don't have the motivation or the remembrance of doing it. That's why meditation will help you to build that awareness so that you can actually do that really well.
There will be a conflict when we do affirmations with our limiting beliefs. So we have to just keep on affirming. That is the thing we have to do.
There'll be conflict. That's why you have to learn higher knowledge to say why this conflict is coming. That's why you have to practice more meditation to so you know these are all linked up back again. What to do? There'll be conflict. So, but then if you can move yourself into believing into the process, then you do. So many times they don't work because you don't believe fundamentally inside. मैं क्या कुछ कर रहा हूँ तो but how is it possible to change? Because you're not understood the science, and to understand the science you have to experiment. So they're all a process. So experiment by small things, and then so you start believing in it, and so then you go into it.
Can I ask
Meditation,
one more question?
meditation brings you. I think you are intelligently asking me questions to tell the subject. You probably know all answers. Okay.
One more question, sir.
Hmm.
Can I follow? Can I ask it?
Yeah.
We always hear from Buddha CEO, walk while walking, speak while speaking. But it seems very simple, but it is overwhelming too. I have tried it many times, but it feels like overwhelming to change it in one go. So how we can overcome it?
Tell
And
me a
when
little
you
bit
try
about your
to,
experiences.
yeah,
Tell me
when you
about your
try to,
meditation journey. Now it's my turn to ask. I'll answer the question. Tell me about your meditation experience.
it's been 5 months. So
Hmm. Go ahead, share
from
how
past,
meditation is helping you.
okay, December, I started meditating through the CO team. Initially, when I started meditating, there were too many thoughts. Then there was a control of breath which I was doing. Then through the instructions given from you, I understood I was not supposed to do it. Later, then I moved through resistance to control my own thoughts so that I can enter into emptiness. Then after 30 days into those 40 days meditation, I got to know, I realized at that phase of time that I was resisting it. Then I just released it and let go, like however the meditation want to go. And later, the thoughts came up smoothly. Then I just realized too many things. But in this phase of time, there were many mentally and physical changes I observed in my own self. Like I was more calm. I did not take stress too much. I was letting go things easily. These were the many things that I just came observing while doing the meditation. Then one phase of time when I just listened to you, it seems like there are a lot many things to change within myself. With respect to many limiting thoughts, there are some childhood traumas that we have faced. So when I go try to change it in a one go, it seems like overwhelming. Like I will not be able to bear it. So there, it seems like I have to change many things in a one go. So what is that I can do with respect to this?
So people who are planting trees, I plant banyan trees. How long they take to grow?
100 years, yeah. To grow, it takes around 10 years.
What's the hurry though for you? If those can take some time and they can patiently wait for things to happen, what's the hurry for us?
But the word
Not
has
even,
created those.
not even 5 months into the
Hurry.
practice, and you want everything to change at once. Everything changes once. Your parents will be symbolic. They would have taken a few years to get to where they are. So please look at them and then try to see that everything is happening. It's just that we have to patiently be there. That's all. Things will change. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You can't
Thank you
push
so
the
much.
baby out too early. If you try to push it too early, this is called that, activating the Kundalini chakra, this and that is a problem. You can't push the baby out too early. It has to be given that nice, good 8-9 months.
Exactly.
Okay. It's like that. So we not hurry. We take a practice slowly, right? Instead, we increase our understanding. So the concept of notion of time will disappear. Read about immortality. You'll have a lot of concepts of understanding. Or not read Ilchi Lee book. I decided to live for 120 years. Okay. So many years are there of your life. So then what is the hurry? Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right, friends.
Sir, we will take one last question, sir. Babita Thakkar, madam.
Yes. Okay.
Oh,
Well, yes, Sudarshan Garu. Yeah.
should I go or somebody else is going?
Yeah, Bhavita Thakkar, please go ahead.
Sincere gratitude, sir. The amazing answers you gave to everyone did give me some understanding. My question was, I recognize that yes, I have difficulty in the steps. First of all, the one step focus. Even with my breath meditation, I do get lost in thoughts. I'm training it to come back and then training it to come to the emptiness. To visualize something, the only thing I can visualize is I really want to be a truly innerly happy, contented person, truly wanting to learn at every minute, truly wanting to be open and curious for the minute. But that's the only thing I can visualize. I cannot yet visualize anything, even when it comes to, visualizing that my trillions of cells are getting healthy and I'm getting healthy. I'm still not succeeding on that. So if I continue on this path, I realize that daily meditation is the key. Morning, evening, that is the key. But if I even visualize in that direction, would it work? Or do you have any other suggestions?
Should it work or what do you think?
I think it'll work, but like your answer earlier said, that impatient mind wants to ask that, hey, why are you not getting it? Sir is explaining so beautifully. You must be so blessed to get into this path and to get to listen to him so often. What is blocking you from visualizing? So that analytical mind wants to jump in and critical mind wants to put myself down. Oh, I don't have visualization powers also. How will I ever be happy? So I see all that.
The answers are, if you read more about anything that is grown, which take a long time, right? And most of the spiritual projects, out of nothing, they get created because they simply had this great vision. ISKCON story. From nothing, they created because they simply believed in that thought. So it happens over a period after 10, 20 years, right? The question is, do you have the patience to be waiting like that? But they waited, it grew. And it is so with everything that we have. With consistency, without doubt, if you can continue to believe in that, then it is going to happen. Give it time. So if you read all these projects, some of how they grew to what they are, then you will develop enough understanding and say, yes, I don't need to hurry up on this. And I know that it is bound to happen. If it's happening for everybody, it'll happen to me also, that over a period of time. We just have to increase our understanding of all these manifests from many people of how they patiently waited and waited and waited. Okay. That's why in service, we come to any organization, you will find these stories, first-hand stories. And then so you will slowly develop that understanding. I've developed that understanding here with Patriji so many times said you start and then once you start, it has to grow. A plant, once it's seeded, it slowly grow. Once it's figured out in the beginning, it grows. Some go at fast pace, some go slow pace, but they grow. That's why forests grow. You don't do anything, but they grow in the forest, trees. So, madam, that way you patiently do this. If you believe in this science and then if you believe in the process, patiently do it, it's got to happen for you, right? Yes. Your meditation will bring you newer dreams, or your dreams, because every one of us have a purpose. If you put your attention towards purpose, then you will move towards purpose. Once you apply your visualization towards the purpose of what you can and you will do, your health will get set much more easily, much more faster. So you should be looking for, what is my purpose? What can I do? How can I contribute? What is my unique talent? How can I contribute? You've gone through our sessions in the past. Have you thought in that direction? Your purpose. If you align to your purpose, I don't know, think about the purpose. You get to know what that is, and then you start dreaming about doing that things, then your body will get set into many ways that you want it. Happiness is not following you at that point. Okay. Yes. Yes, Sudarshan Garu.
Namaste, Chandra sir. Thank you for
Namaste.
giving me opportunity.
Yes.
So, yes, sir.
Madam, మీరు అందరూ చేస్తున్నారా అంటాడు, మీరు అప్లై
Yes, sir.
చేస్తారా?
Yes, sir. We are all doing, sir. Yeah, let me explain a little bit my sharing. Thank you so much. So, yeah, this is Sudarshan from California. So, I started my meditation 6 months before with the help of Venu Sarvepalli. So, from that day onwards, like, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of changes in my life. So, especially I'm hearing a recent experience from a
ఒకసారి ఆగండి. మీరు
Yes, sir. చెప్పండి సార్.
బాగా లేట్ అయింది కదా ఇప్పుడు.
ఎస్ సార్.
మీ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అయితే నేను when little earlier time I'll get you to share.
ఓకే, షూర్ సార్.
Okay.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
ఇప్పుడు బాగా లేట్ అయింది. I was just wanting to just have a conversation, but my experience tomorrow or day after we'll do it.
Sure, sir.
Nagendra,
I'll
please
share,
remember.
I will share, sir. Sure, sir.
Nagendra, first thing end of tomorrow towards the closing session we'll have him share. Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
Sudarshan, please.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Great. Okay. Right, sir. Have a great day, everybody.
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me. Gratitude behind me. Gratitude to the left of me. Gratitude to the right of me. Gratitude above me. Gratitude below me. Gratitude within me. Gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
Thank you, everyone. We'll see you all tomorrow at the same time. Thank you for joining.